Off-roading routes are starting to clear up, so the time has come to explore the newest vehicles that we'll be using for the upcoming season of driving through mud, rocks and sands. We have got ATVs, SUVs and trucks, all of them with outstanding all-terrain capabilities, brutal power and indestructible bodies. So to all of the fans of off-roading chaos, subscribe to Automotive Territory, ring the bell and enjoy the ride! Apocalypse Dark Horse 6x6. The new Bronco-based Dark Horse is not the first six-wheeled vehicle created by the Florida-based Apocalypse shop. So in 2022, it accumulates the company's previous experience and technology. Instead of the regular rear axle, the 6x6 is fitted with a patented middle tandem axle that is permanently powered by the boosted 2.7-liter twin-turbo V6. 400 horses are transferred through a 10-speed automatic gearbox, and when the extra grunt is needed, they can be partially directed to the front wheels. The vehicle grows in length by 36 inches and acquires an open bed in the rear that effectively turns into a pickup truck. Off-road capability is further enhanced with a 4-inch suspension lift coupled with the steering stabilizers. All 6 wheels are 20-inch alloys from SFR, and the tires were swapped for the 37-inch Milestar Patagonia MT rubber. By the way, in the near future, the Dark Horse will be offered with a 700 horsepower 5-liter Coyote V8 and a Kevlar-coated paint job. Ineos Grenadier. The purists of the SUV world can rejoice, since the place of the departed body-on-frame Defender will be promptly occupied. The all-new Ineos Grenadier has British origins, but was actually developed by the Austrian Magna Steyr, is powered by the German engine, and will be assembled at the French factory in Ambach. The SUV sits on a box-section ladder frame with the twin-beam axles and long-travel multi-link suspension. Eibach manufactured coils offer progressive compression and rebound movement, while the CF dampers are rated for any conditions. Among the engine choices are tried and tested BMW 3-liter turbo inline 6-cylinder gasoline and a twin-turbo diesel. Both are paired with a classic 8-speed torque converter by CF, permanent 4-wheel drive, and bespoke transfer case by Tremec with a selectable diff lock, low and high gears. The Ineos Grenadier gets a customizable interior with many analog controls, Recaro seats, wipe-down surfaces, and removable rubber flooring with drain plugs to host the cabin. Polaris RZR Pro R. In 2021, the Can-Am Maverick X3 became the first side-by-side to cross the 200 horsepower barrier. However, this monumental achievement of the 3-cylinder turbo is being promptly smashed by the all-new Polaris engine, labeled Pro Star Fury. The sports car-grade naturally aspirated 2-liter 4-cylinder makes 225 horsepower and ensures fast and smooth power delivery to the front or all 4 wheels. With a welded one-piece cage, solid box chassis, stronger driveline, and the biggest belt Polaris has ever made, the RZR Pro R is the toughest UTV out there. The all-new MaxLink suspension has 27 and 29-inch travel front and rear, and is represented by boxed dual A-arm and trailing arm with Walker-Evans Velocity needle shocks. The setup is controlled with a Dynamics DV system that scans the terrain 200 times per second. Lastly, the Offroader is equipped with a Polaris Ride Command GPS-based group tracking system and Rockford Fosgate audio. The like button will not smash itself, so stop hesitating and give it a tap. Thanks for the feedback, and we'll see you in the comment section. Let's keep rolling. Ford Bronco Raptor. Even the die-hard fans cannot deny that the new generation model turned out to be an awesome all-terrain vehicle. The new SUV received a huge array of trim levels, but from 2023, it is also adding a flagship Raptor version that is familiar to all of the fans of the F-150s and Rangers. Available exclusively as a 4-door, it gains almost 10 inches over the standard Bronco's width and has numerous chassis modifications. These include a new Dana 50 heavy-duty live rear axle and a Dana 44 front differential that widen Bronco's track to almost 86 inches. The SUV also rides on gigantic 37-inch K02 tires from BF Goodrich that raise its overall ground clearance to 13.1 inches. Even more changes are happening under the Bronco's skin. The familiar 3-liter twin-turbo V6 was specially tuned to 400 horses, sent to R4 wheels through a 10-speed automatic and an updated 2-speed transfer case. Ram 1500 TRX Hennessey Mammoth 1000. As of 2022, the Ram TRX remains undisputed as the world's most powerful pickup truck. Same goes for the Mammoth modification that in turn captures this title among the custom projects. The Texas-based Hennessey Performance takes the already overpowered 702 HP 6.2-liter Hemi V8 and inflates it to the blow-up point. To yield the desired 1012 horsepower and 969 pound-feet of torque, the engine gets a high-flow 2.65-liter supercharger, new fuel injectors, high-flow induction system, new stainless steel headers, pulley upgrades, and recalibrated engine mapping. As a result, this muscle truck sprints to 60 in 3.2 seconds and completes a quarter mile in 11.4. The Ram TRX Mammoth 1000 is limited to 200 numbered units, and there will be 2 available off-road upgrade kits that include a front leveling kit, 20-inch Hennessey 10-spoke wheels, and either 35 or 37-inch off-road tires. Vanderhall Brawley. The first Vanderhall with the 4 wheels is an off-road ready EV that offers 22 inches of suspension travel, can speed through sand dunes, and promises up to 200 miles of fun on a full battery. The Brawley is motivated by 4 N-wheel motors that can generate 303 or 404 horses and 360 or 480 pound-feet. The battery options include 40 and 60 kWh packs, both with 300-volt architecture and fast charging capability. The 2 have lithium nickel manganese cobalt cells that are said to handle hot conditions better than the regular lithium ion. The Brawley suspension system is represented by internal bypass shocks, while its 18-inch wheels come wrapped in large 35-inch off-road tires. The 4-wheeler is offered in 3 trims, with the top one getting 4 off-road ready modes: E-Crab, E-Steer, E-Tank, and E-Crawl. The cabin of this Vanderhall is not overly modern, but it still covers all of your basic comfort needs, with an AC, Bluetooth sound system, and easy-to-read gauges. Arkonik Rhapsody Land Rover Defender 110. Arkonik is one of the world's most famous restoration and customization companies for the die-hard Defender fans. Like with all their previous projects, the Rhapsody story involves several processes, including a frame-off restoration, brand new wiring, new suspension components, new braking system, and of course, a fully reconditioned engine and transmission. Arkonik does not tell if the engine gets an output bump, but if it doesn't, the 3.5-liter V8 gasoline should deliver 136 horsepower and 186 pound-feet of torque. The SUV wears a custom Epson green paint and rides on 16-inch Chawton white steel wheels wrapped into all-terrain rubber from BF Goodrich. Standard exterior goodies also include a special front grille, LED headlights, blackout Hella Rally 4000 halogen spotlights, worn winch, and wingtop air intakes. Everything on the inside is tailored to the Arkonik standards. Plus, the new multimedia touchscreen from Pioneer reminds us that the restoration took place in the 21st century. Overland-E. The basic concept for this off-roader was inspired by a desert patrol vehicle, though the grand vision for it expands far beyond the limited horizon of a simple buggy. The Overland-E Mark I is a lightweight space frame made of stainless steel machine notch tubes and VW Beetle running gear. The vehicle is available in 2 modifications: Urban, that gets a paneled front bumper and side bins as an optional bolt-on, and Explorer, that can carry a spotlight and a winch on the front bumper, plus features standard side bins. The Overland Mark I is an internal combustion buggy with a 14-gallon fuel tank, which is enough to cover 500 miles. However, the upcoming Overland-E Gen 2 will be all-electric, and somehow the manufacturer promises to improve its range all the way to 750 miles. Additionally, the EV version will get a roof storage system, a boot, and a waterproof interior. Safari by Arsham Studio with Stone Island. This project joins efforts of the American artist Daniel Arsham and apparel brand Stone Island. Together, they worked on the unlikely pair of the 1986 Porsche 911 and the Unimog 404 to turn them into desert-ready, all-terrain vehicles. Intended as a sort of recovery vehicle, the truck gets equipped with the appropriate gear and features modified exterior, including a custom depth green bed cover from Stone Island's Telestella fabric. The sports car gets a more extensive list of modifications, but these were mostly done by Lee Keen specifically for Arsham. Paying tribute to the Porsche's 1970s Safari cars, this 911 is brought to rally spec with a suspension lift, skid plate, additional bumpers, and off-road-ready tires. The front bonnet is modified and fitted with a new LED light pod. On the inside, both are wrapped in specially crafted cotton moleskin with worn-out effect and embroidered headrests. Prodrive Hunter. Prodrive is one of the world's most successful multidisciplined motorsports and advanced engineering groups, headquartered in Banbury, England. The Hunter was born out of the Bahrain Raid extreme competition car, driven by the 9-time world champion Sebastian Loeb in Dakar. This mighty four-wheel drive off-roader gets a 50% increase in power, so the 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 now makes 600 horses and 516 pound-feet of torque. The manual sequential transmission is replaced with a 6-speed pedal shift for faster and smoother gear changes. The Hunter hypercar stays true to the original, so it keeps a high-tensile steel space frame chassis, an FIA standard safety cage, an all-round double wishbone suspension with 400mm travel twin-adjustable dampers, and ventilated 6-spot racing brakes. Since the body is entirely made of carbon composites, the Prodrive build remains lightweight, and the 4 does 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds and can reach 186 mph speed. Delta4x4 Cullinan. This full-size SUV from the British ultra-luxury automaker is an unlikely donor for a custom off-roader, but in the right hands, it can be turned into a very posh overlanding rig. The conversion package worth $165,000 starts from a full exterior makeover. The stock Cullinan gains a 3.15-inch suspension lift, but actually it's 6 inches higher than the standard model due to the ultra-thick 33-inch off-road tires wrapped around new 20-inch Delta4 Speedlock rims. To accommodate the latter, the tuner had to enlarge the arches, which are painted in black. Up front there is a massive bar that wears 6 rally-level headlights, plus extra 4 are fitted above the windscreen. Among other obligatory off-road upgrades is a full underbody protection kit, a massive snorkel system, and a new exhaust. Which one of these off-roaders would you like to add to your personal all-terrain fleet? I'll be waiting for you in the comment section to discuss the matter. Subscribe to Automotive Territory and ring the bell not to miss the upcoming episodes. Your like and share will also be appreciated. Check out the ways to support us in the pinned comment, which more informative content. And as always, may the torque be with you and glory to Ukraine!